Hey, what's going on, Who That Nation? It is yours truly, TJ Jones, the host of the State of the Saints podcast. And right now, I want to give my final thoughts on the Saints Week 16 game versus the Tennessee Titans. The New Orleans Saints got the win by 10 points, 38-28. A big victory. This puts the Saints one more game closer to possibly getting the number one or the number two seed in the playoffs. The Saints have done their job. Now it's up to the Green Bay Packers to possibly lose to the Minnesota Vikings for them to maintain the number two seed. Right now, the Saints are at the number two because the Green Bay Packers haven't played yet. So for all those that have been asking me that question, that's the reason why the Saints moved up to number two is because Green Bay has not played. If Green Bay wins, then they jump back into the number two spot. But all in all, I said yesterday on the live stream, and if you haven't, please check it out. I said I didn't like the way the Saints played at the beginning of the game. I said it was too late in the season for them to be coming out there all lax and stuff like that. So I stand by that topic. I know a lot of people were upset with me. They were saying that teams start off sluggish. That happens, but we can't have any type of games like this. You got to start fast. The last couple of weeks, the New Orleans Saints were starting fast. I remember a couple of weeks ago, they went several games without having an opening drive touchdown, and then all of a sudden, they got the opening drive touchdown. I can't remember if it was against the Carolina Panthers or if it was the Falcons. I can't remember, but ever since then, they always opened the game up with a touchdown or at least a field goal. So you want to keep that kind of stuff going. That's the kind of team that you want to see, not starting out sluggish, allowing teams to go up on you by two scores. Going into the playoffs, you got to be able to be playing your best ball right now. And the New Orleans Saints, they started off sluggish, so hopefully they can get that fixed. As far as the offense is concerned, the offense started off slow, but they picked it up. I'm looking for guys to improve, guys to show up in big-time games, besides Michael Thomas. Alvin Kamara, he answered the call. It's good to see him in the end zone 2 times. It's been the first time in like 9 games he had scored a touchdown, so it was good. Jared Cook is coming on. I seen Hogan. He caught a pass, his first pass in a Saints uniform on yesterday. So it seems like Drew Brees has a little bit of confidence in him, so that's a good thing. Traquan Smith, I need him to step up a little bit more. He needs to be a little bit more consistent. Ted Ginn Jr. didn't really hear his name called at all yesterday. And you got to give props to Deontay Harris, who was flipping field position. So I feel like if the New Orleans Saints can improve a little bit on those opening drive, starting fast, believe it or not, looking back at that game, rewatching it, the Saints actually got a 3-and-out, so they started the game with a 3-and-out, and then, the Tennessee Titans just went back-to-back on touchdowns, but, the defense kind of buckled down. What I'm looking forward to when it comes to the defense, I'm looking for Janoris Jenkins to improve and also get his role a little bit more, them to up his role a little bit more. I didn't really take any stock into him playing out there on yesterday. I wasn't surprised that some of the plays he was out of position. Being in the secondary is all about communication. He still got to get acclimated with the guys, and they still have to understand his tendencies and vice versa. But all in all, I think he did an okay job. I only say that he had one holding call. That one of those calls that he had, I think they say he held Corey Brown. That was some foolishness, man. Corey Brown ran right into him. So what was he supposed to do? But the defense did improve. I'm looking for them to get pressure up front. 6 sacks in this game. You got to be impressed with that. And I'm just looking forward to them playing the Carolina Panthers. The Carolina Panthers, they lost yesterday to the Colts. And I know a lot of people in the Who That Nation think that's going to be an easy game, but it's not. I think the Carolina Panthers are going to come out trying to act like this is their Super Bowl, to try to spoil the Saints playing or possibly getting good seeding. And not to mention they playing at home, so they're going to have the home crowd going out there. So the Saints got to make sure that they go out here and perform at a high level and make sure that they just, get on top of them really fast and really just take their confidence and, make sure that they're doing what they need to do, because you can't be slacking out here, man. You can't be around here, just playing around with these teams, because eventually, these teams start looking at the score like, man, we can win this game. So you want to jump on the Carolina Panthers as quickly as possible. But we're going to talk a little bit about the Carolina Panthers, that Week 17 game later in the week. But that is my take on the Saints-Tennessee Titans game. The Tennessee Titans are a really good football team, a lot of young talent, got a bright future, but I just think that the New Orleans Saints were just a better football team all in all. But I would like to hear from you once again. What do you think about this game? What were the pros and cons that you saw? And what are you looking forward to for this Week 17 game against the Carolina Panthers? Comment down below, like and share this video. This has been a State of the Saints podcast. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com, search State of the Saints podcast, and also facebook.com, search State of the Saints podcast. And shouts out to each and every one of you that have followed the State of the Saints podcast on Facebook. As of right now, we had over 1 million people who have viewed the State of the Saints podcast in the month of November and going into December. So for like 30 days, we reached 1 million people. So I couldn't have done that without you all sharing the videos that I put up. So from the bottom of my heart, if you are on Facebook for the State of the Saints podcast, thank you very much. And also thank you to the 3,000 subscribers. We hit 3,000 subscribers last week. So we're going to continue to push. Thank you for your love and your support. And like always, all I got to say is, who dat?